代广场、42街加7大道这里，很多巴勒斯坦的朋友在这里举行示威抗议活动。
Intifada revolution.
4号巴勒斯坦愤怒日。
Repeat after me. Fuck Albert.
他们在这里呢，就是抗议这
I'm not
个
really
犹
one
太
to
复国主
speak
义。
on it because I'm not like Albert. So
因为啊，在不久的未来几日啊，在耶路撒冷的10万名巴勒斯坦人目前被围困。 因为在纽约啊，这个犹太复国主义的项目啊还在继续啊。之前我已经拍过他们很多次这个巴勒斯坦的游戏啊，这个是美女主持人哈。之前他们抗议的活动是从河流到大海，今天呢是巴勒斯坦愤怒日，很多记者在场。
Free, free Palestine.
Within our lifetime.
Within our lifetime.
大家抗议这个犹太复国主义啊，在日复一日的杀害巴勒斯坦的人民啊。
Yeah.
所以今天是全世界很多个城市都在举行的巴勒斯坦愤怒日啊。这个视频我以前有介绍哈，说起来话就很长了。
How do I do this?
You press the trigger.
All these walls have got to go!
All these walls have got to go!
Free, free
啊，美女来了。
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea!
From the river,
To the sea!
from the river to the sea.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi.
Hello there, how are you?
Thank you. 哇，小哥的视频刚刚直播都有400多个在线，大家可以关注他。
Long live Palestine! From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be
Palestine will be free.
free! Palestine will be defeated!
The people united will never be defeated.
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not.
Free Palestine!
Within our lifetime.
In our lifetime! We want solution!
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution!
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution!
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution!
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada!
Long live the intifada.
Intifada!
Mobilize the intifada.
New York to Gaza,
New York to Gaza!
globalize the intifada.
Mobilize the intifada!
New York to Gaza,
New York to Gaza!
globalize the intifada.
Mobilize the intifada to Gaza!
Globalize the intifada.
Mobilize the intifada!
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Within our lifetime.
Within our lifetime!
Free, free, free Palestine.
is under attack. What do we do? What do we do? When Jenin is under attack. What do we do? Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. من المية للمية. فلسطين عربية. وبدنا نحكي على المكشوف. We don't want no Zionists here.
We don't want no Zionists here.
As you all know, because you are standing here today in the middle of the belly of the constant besiegement of Palestinian people and land. Just a few days ago, we had a protest for the El Beit 8 and for the continuous Palestinian youth who are being murdered. At that protest, we read out so many names of Palestinian youth around the ages of 21 and younger, 18, 16, 17, getting killed every day because they are resisting by any means necessary with whatever they have from wherever they are for a liberated homeland in order for their families to be able to live in dignity, in freedom, and in peace. They are giving up their lives every day. And this is what the Zionist entity is most afraid of. The fact that Palestinians will continue to resist no matter how much they subjugate, oppress, bomb, kill, lock us up. We will continue to resist even if they kick us out of Palestine, even if we become refugees in neighboring Arab countries, even if we're here in New York City and they think we will forget about our cause, we will continue to resist. And they are afraid of all forms of our resistance. And they malign every form of our resistance, whether you do BDS or whether you have to confront the Zionist enemy on the ground in Palestine. They will call you a terrorist sympathizer. They will call you a terrorist. They will call you anti-Semitic. They will call you an extremist. They will call you anything in the book to try to delegitimize our struggle. But we continue to fight because we know that everything that they say has no foundation and no basis in history, no basis in fact, no basis in reality. We are the ones who have been oppressed, who have been facing this oppression. We, the Palestinian people, and all oppressed people, know what it is like to be oppressed by a settler colony, by white supremacists, by white Jewish supremacists in the so-called state of Israel that was established on our grandparents' graves. That's how it was established to begin with. And the fact that we know the truth means that no matter what, we will keep fighting. Because we have nothing more to lose. We have everything to gain by gaining liberation and by gaining a homeland. And this is why the youth of Jenin, the youth of Shafat, the youth of Nablus continue to resist. Even though they are outnumbered, even though the United States gives $10 million in military aid every single day to the state of Israel. Even though your tax dollars go to killing Palestinian children, even though Israel is one of the top weapons manufacturers in the world, Palestinian youth, young men and boys are defending their land with everything they have. And this is what they have told to the Zionist enemy who have been placing Shafat and Nablus and different parts of Palestine under siege for the last few days. What the Palestinians are saying to the Zionists is, we will see who besieges who. They think that they're gonna lock us up. They think that they can corner us and kill us. And they think that we will go down without a fight. But we know that Palestinians will continue to resist because it is natural to resist. Because when you are oppressed, the only thing you can do is resist.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Bro,
Wait
this
a
is
second.
fucking dangerous. What are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine! Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Should we just start marching? Where?
这个卖食物的车要过来，大家发生争执了，还是让了，因为你这毕竟是行人走路，这是道路嘛，应该让。
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Israel, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today? Israel! Space is possible. And let the people of Palestine know that we stand with them and that we will shut down as much of New York City as we can, even with the small number that we have. So we need to move towards that way and take up more space that way so that these people are not pushed out into the streets. Palestinians resisting in Shafat, in Nablus, from the Lion's Den. And for those who aren't as fully aware as what I'm talking about, just to give you a brief background, last Saturday on October 8th, the occupation forces locked down the Shafat refugee camp in Al-Quds, Jerusalem, which is home to about 140,000 Palestinians. And they placed it under siege after an attack on a nearby checkpoint. In response, brave Palestinian youth in Shafat and across Al-Quds and the West Bank mobilized to confront and resist the suffocating siege. On Wednesday, a general strike was called for by the residents of Shafat and the Lion's Den in Nablus. The strike was observed throughout Al-Quds and the West Bank, and the siege on Shafat has lasted for 5 days. But confrontations in Palestinian areas continues. As we know, Gaza has been under siege since 2006. It has been under blockade. And yesterday, can we get media to just kind of back up and make a bigger space so people here can hear what's going on? Yesterday, video footage of Zionist settlers attacking Palestinians in the village of Hawara in South Nablus went viral. It showed the armed Zionist settlers under the cover, under the protection of the Israeli occupation forces, setting fires, attacking cars, and destroying storefronts. Palestinians had 30,000 chickens burned alive by Israeli settlers. They literally burned 30,000 chickens. And we have people talking about animal rights. And they don't even talk about Palestinian rights. Because the same fires that they set to these chickens, these are fires that they set to Palestinian homes and babies. Palestinian babies have been burned alive. This is a constant reality that Palestinians have to live with. And we know that this is nothing new. This has been ongoing since the Nakba in 1948. And we can see that every single day on the ground. Every single Palestinian here in this crowd can tell you a story about a family member or a friend that have experienced this oppression if they haven't themselves. A family member or a friend that has been locked up, that has been bombed, that has been shot, that has been paralyzed, that has been killed. Every single Palestinian in the crowd can tell you about someone they know who have experienced this. But Palestinians are not helpless. We are not defenseless victims. We are struggling in defense of our land and our people every single day. And the brave Palestinian youth resisting with whatever they have show us that every single day. And the least we can do from here within the belly of the beast is amplify their voice and stand against the U.S. tax dollars and all U.S. support to Israel. That is the least we can do. And that doesn't even make you a supporter of Palestine. That just means that you're not complicit in the ongoing murders. In order to support Palestine, we must support Palestinian right to resist. Because you can't tell a person that you support them if you're saying that they should also be okay with being attacked, that they should just be okay with being killed and they have no right to defend themselves. So that's what it means to support Palestine. And I'm going to read out the names of the martyrs from the past 2 weeks. Abdullah Abuddin, 43 years old. He was a doctor and a father of 3. He was shot by occupation forces outside of a hospital earlier today, as he was trying to treat Palestinians who were wounded by Zionist forces during a raid on Jenin camp. So not only do they shoot at Palestinians, they kill the doctors that are supposed to heal their wounds. And this is not an accident. Mateen Dabaya, 20 years old, also shot and killed by occupation forces during the raid on Jenin camp. Osama Adawi, 18 years old, shot and killed by occupation forces in Al Arub camp in Al Khalil on October 12. Mahmoud Samoudi, 12 years old, he was shot in the stomach and severely wounded by occupation forces during a raid on Jenin camp on September 28. But he died of his wounds 2 weeks later, just a few days ago, on October 10th. The following youth were all killed in the span of 24 hours earlier this week. In 24 hours, they killed Ahmed Darahma, 16 years old, and Mahmoud Asus, 18 years old, who were both shot and killed by occupation forces in Jenin camp on Saturday, October 8th. Adil Ibrahim Dawood, 14 years old, shot in the head and killed near the apartheid wall in Qalqilia on Friday, October 7th. Mahdi Ladadwa, 17 years old, he was shot in the chest and killed by occupation forces near Ramallah on Friday, October 7th. Ala Nasser Ahmed Zaga, 21 years old, shot and killed by Zionist forces during a raid in the village of Dar al-Hatab near Nablus on Wednesday, October 5. Khalid Ad-Dabbas, 21 years old, shot and killed by occupation forces who opened fire on the vehicle that he was traveling in near Ramallah on Monday, October 3rd. His friend Basil Basbous, 19 years old, was initially declared dead by Zionist entity, but next day it was confirmed by a Palestinian lawyer that he was alive in a hospital. And Faiz Khalid Damdoum, 18 years old, shot in the neck and killed by Zionist forces while driving a motorbike in Al-Aizariya in Al-Quds on Saturday, October 1st. If you paid attention, most of the people on this list, most of the Palestinians who have been murdered are Palestinian youth, who are the ages of people that I see in this crowd. Because they're defending their right to live on their homeland. They're defending their right to live where their grandparents, where their parents was born. And just by being born Palestinian, they have to face one of the most powerful settler colonies in the world that is being funded by U.S. tax dollars, that is hell-bent on annihilating and exterminating and committing ethnic cleansing and genocide against the Palestinian people. And this is why it's so important to defend and to uplift the Palestinian resistance. We're going to do a couple of chants while this is in the background. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
And there is only one solution!
There is only one solution!
Intifada revolution!
Intifada revolution!
Intifada, intifada!
Intifada, intifada!
Long live
Resistance is justified. When people are occupied. Palestine is our demand. No peace or stolen land. Is under attack. What do we do? Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Globalize the Intifada. Free, free Palestine. Long live Palestine. It is right to rebel. Israel, go to 5, 6, 7, 8. Smash the settlers' dynasty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Smash the settlers' dynasty. Not just occupation. Fight for liberation. Bring the whole thing down. Israel, you can't hide. You're committing genocide. Israel, you can't hide. You're committing genocide. Free, free Palestine. Long live Palestine. And we will free Palestine within our lifetime. Resistance is justified. When people are occupied.
If the Quds doesn't get it, and that's what we want to do. We want to shut down New York City. The resistance is growing in all of its forms. The resistance is growing in Palestine, and the resistance is growing here. Palestinians are fighting back on their own. They are resisting on their own, even without the need of leadership or factions telling them what to do. In Arabic means to shake something off, to dust something off. And what it means in the context of Palestine is shaking off or fighting back against oppression. When you no longer can take it, when you've been locked up your whole life, when you've been shot at, when your family members have been killed, we are seeing and reading and hearing about the experiences that Palestinians face daily due to the Israeli murderous regime. The Israeli army, the Israeli government, the Israeli settlers, everything that makes up Israel. Israel in and of itself is an existential threat to the Palestinian people because Israel was created off of our dispossession. But no empire lasts. Every colonizer crumbles. Every colonizer and every empire falls. And as long as we keep fighting, and as long as we stand with those who are fighting in Palestine, we will liberate Palestine within our lifetime. And we see Palestinians on the ground resisting every single day. It is criminal to see these Palestinians resisting, giving up their lives for liberation and not amplify them. So when we see that happening, we must amplify them. Even if it means, yes, coming into these streets and screaming in the middle of the street, because guess what? You're all going to go home and talk about this to your family members, to your friends, to your classmates, to random people on the street. Everyone I meet in this world, I talk to them about Palestine. Every single person. And this is why we come together and have these protests. So we can learn from each other, so we can meet each other, so we can build organizations on our campuses and in our communities to educate people about the Palestinian struggle and to demand that people stand with Palestinian liberation. Because you cannot be anti-racist, you cannot be anti-capitalist, you cannot be anti-colonial, you cannot be for the environment or women's rights or any other social justice issue that people claim to care about if you don't stand for Palestinian liberation. Palestine Palestine has often been the litmus test of our time because so many people are willing to pretend to be progressive on so many issues. The U.S. will readily fund the Ukraine with unlimited amounts of money and weapons and call them freedom fighters. They even used the photo of Ahad Tamimi, a Palestinian girl, to claim she was Ukrainian to get that support. Meanwhile, Palestinians who are so obviously and so clearly resisting settler colonialism, people coming on their own land and kicking them off, are labeled as terrorists, are labeled as anti-Semites. And they think that the people of the world are stupid enough to believe this forever. Well, we're not. We're not stupid because the people of the world stand with Palestinian liberation. And if the media wants to brainwash people and make people believe that Israel is the victim, we know the truth and it is our duty to educate people about that. We will not be silenced and we will not be put into fear tactics. I don't care if they call me a terrorist sympathizer or an anti-Semite. I am a Palestinian. I am fighting for my people to be free. We are fighting to return to our homeland. My grandparents were all born in Jerusalem. My father was born in Jerusalem, and I can't even go there. Millions of Palestinians are denied the right to return, while millions inside are either locked up or jailed or being killed. Last month, on September 6th, it was the one-year anniversary of the Freedom Tunnel escape, which initiated a new chapter in the prisoner struggle. Because in the years since then, we've seen countless victories by Palestinian political prisoners, many of whom went on hunger strike for over 100 days in protest of administrative detention without charge or trial and to fight for their freedom. We have seen multiple hunger strikers attain their freedom, like Maher al-Akhras, who was on hunger strike for 103 days. Mekdad Kawasmi, 113. Khalid Fasfous, 131. Ala al-A'raj, 103. Hisham Abu Hawash, 141. Khalil Awada, 182. Khalil was set to be released last week on October 6th, but his detention has since been extended twice by these illegitimate Zionist courts. And yesterday, 50 Palestinian hunger strikers suspended their collective strike in protest of administrative detention after 19 days, signaling from wherever we are with whatever we have. Palestinians in New York City, we can protest. Palestinians in prisons hunger strike. And Palestinians in Nablus and Jenin and in Al-Quds are also resisting with whatever they have from wherever they are. And if you can hold this sign up, that's because we will achieve Palestinian liberation by any means necessary, in the words of boarded our lands, that have killed and pillaged our people, that decide what is necessary. They are the ones who brought the violence to our land. Settler colonialism in and of itself is violence. And that's aside from the constant murders, the constant bombs and shooting that they commit against Palestinian people. So we have the right to resist violence by any means necessary. And they decide what's necessary by being violent, by coming onto our land and by stealing and by kicking us off of it and by imprisoning our people and oppressing Palestinians in every single way that you can think possible. So we're gonna take a walk in a little bit and we're gonna chant as loud as we can on the top of our lungs to get more visibility.
And we will free Palestine.
We will free Palestine.
Within our lifetime.
Within our lifetime.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
When people are occupied.
Our demand.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Palestine is our demand.
Palestine is our
No
demand.
peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Palestine is under attack.
When Palestine is under attack,
What do we do?
stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Zionism has got to go. Hey, hey.
Zionism has got to go.
Hey, hey. Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From Palestine, all these roads have got to go.
Let's got to go.
Free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live intifada. There's a line. We're gonna move as one unit so we can take over the streets. So people, free, free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
When people are colonized. Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
People are colonized.
When people are colonized.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it, if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if Palestine don't get it,
Shut it down.
if Israel doesn't get it,
Shut it down.
from the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. Israel's crime.
Another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
Another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
Israel's crime.
Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
From the river to the sea.
Free Palestine. Intifada, intifada. Long live intifada. This is not acceptable. Palestine is our home.
Not another nickel, not another dime, no more money for Israel's crime.
Free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
From New York to Gaza.
From New York to Gaza.
Mobilize the intifada.
Mobilize the intifada.
Palestine is under attack.
Palestine is under attack.
What do we do?
Stand up like that.
What do we do?
Stand up like that.
Palestine is under attack.
Palestine is under attack.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
And we will free Palestine.
We will free Palestine. Within our lifetime. Resistance is justified. Palestine is our land.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
ومن الميال الميال.
Palestine Arabian. From the river to the sea.
Long live the intifada.
Long live Intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Long live Intifada.
And this is not acceptable.
This is not acceptable.
Jerusalem's our capital.
Jerusalem's our capital.
It is right to rebel.
It is right to rebel.
Israel, go to hell.
Israel, go to hell.
Settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is our home.
Palestine is our home.
Settlers, go back home.
River to the sea.
From the river to the sea. Israel, you can't hide. They're committing genocide. Resistance is justified. When people are colonized. From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Not just annexation, not just occupation. Fight for liberation, bring the whole thing down.
Not just annexation, not just occupation. Fight for liberation.
The river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine, what do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it.
Shut it down.
If we don't get it. If Palestine don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Gaza doesn't get it.
Shut it down.
If Nablus doesn't get it.
Shut it down.
If Jenin doesn't get it.
Shut it down. Free, free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
We will free Palestine.
And we will free Palestine
Within our lifetime.
within our lifetime. And we will free Palestine.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
When people are colonized.
When people are colonized.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine are colonized.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
When people are colonized.
People are colonized. Got to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Zionism has got to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Zionism has got to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Zionism has got to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Zionism has got to go, hey, hey. All these walls have got to go. Palestine is our home. Palestine is our home. Israel, go to hell. Israel, go to hell. Israel, you can't hide.
You're committing genocide.
You're committing genocide.
You're committing genocide.
You're committing genocide.
Israel, you can't hide.
Israel, you can't hide.
You're committing genocide.
You're committing genocide.
Israel, freedom, you want prison children too.
Palestine. Free Palestine. Free our lifetime.
Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
It is right to rebel!
It is right to rebel!
Israel, go to hell!
Israel, go to hell!
It is right to rebel!
It is right to rebel!
Israel!
Occupation no more! Our colonized! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Dozens of Palestinians have been killed, have been murdered, shot in cold blood. People who are your age, 21 years, 18 years, 14 years, 16 years. If you were here from the beginning of the rally, you heard the ages. Palestinian youth, Palestinian men, women, and children are being killed in mass by the Israeli settler, Zionist, racist, apartheid state of Israel. And what does this have to do with you? $10 million every single day go from U.S. tax dollars, taxes that Israel's military to fund our weapons. $10 million of U.S. money. The siege and the blockade on Gaza. So it's everyone's responsibility. We live in the belly of the beast. We live in the United States of America. We live in one of the Zionist capitals in the world, here in New York City, full of Zionist institutions like the Friends of the IDF, which is not far away from here, or the dozens of Zionist charities that we've identified and made public online that literally fundraise money to build illegal settlements on Palestinian land. This money goes to killing our family members off of our land, so Israeli settlers from Brooklyn could live on it. So Israeli settlers like Baruch Goldstein, who was born and raised in Brooklyn, who went to Palestine and shot 40 Palestinians while they were praying, while their backs were turned.